Hi, all you Wildemarians and Lake Elsinorians out there. My name is Craig Klingman. I've taught in Lake Elsinore, and I've taught about 33 years and about 24 years here at Lake Elsinore, the Canyon Lake Middle School. Hey, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the sex education, 'cause a lot of things we just know and we are learning. One, yes, it is taught for middle school. It's taught in seventh grade. Yes, it is available for elementary, and I don't believe it should be taught in elementary. No way. I want to say this though that for the seventh graders, right? Here's an example. This one, oh, and the one we teach is Positive Prevention Plus, 2018 edition. It's called Sexual Health Education for America's Youth, Middle School, and Community Settings. I want to say this. I have a friend who works for the PAC committee that we're trying to do to get board members, board members that want to be following us on this. Some school districts, you can get in there and look at the curriculum. You can't even take a camera. You couldn't take a picture of it. You can write notes down. Why is it so secretive? It should just be on the internet somewhere, right? I mean, anyhow, just another topic, but it doesn't need to be secret. But here it is. Emergency contraception. This is for seventh graders. The morning after pill. It says, act quickly, don't wait. At any age, you can purchase some type of emergency contraceptive pills over the counter without parental consent. Now, that's the one really thing, a real red flag for me in all this curriculum. It's parent get away. Uh, the county of Riverside, they mic'd up one of the board meetings, and an attorney gal came in, and she was telling the board members how they can make it legal. Okay, here's the deal. In high school, or most any age, 13 up or whatever, you can, if a child talks to a counselor, they can take them off, say a girl to get an abortion or to get, say, hormone shots, whatever, to a clinic, come back during school hours. We're not allowed to tell the parent. If we tell the parent, we're in trouble. That should be a big red flag. What 14-year-old girl or 15-year-old girl wants to go, hey, mom and dad, I'm pregnant? When maybe someone says, oh, no, go talk to the counselor. And then they tell her, and then she's, even though it's like 70, 80% of women, if they hear the baby's heartbeat and then see the baby in the sonogram, whatever it's called, 70, 80% they keep the baby. So, and a lot of dynamics going on here, right? So the bottom line is parents are kind of pushed out of it. And so this curriculum, what I want to say is this: it's a scary thing. Our kids, right? My heart. I got 8 grandkids, 3 kids. Our heart goes out, and we're fearful what's going to happen to our kids. But parents, we can stay in control. Something to think about. Kids can get on the phone, on the internet, and kids will pressure you, and so maybe other adults. Oh, let your kid be on the internet. That's okay. Just something to think about. Why is a kid until they have their own phone or until they're age 18, whatever? Or you got to be able to check it. Them being able to get on the internet unrestricted, that's a real danger sign, especially for middle school kids. I see it all the time. My feeling is this: kids don't need more sex education. It's the philosophy. I believe this. Just something to think about. If we give them the nuts and bolts, physiology, anatomy, this is all how it works. Beyond that, when you start getting into philosophy, the way the state wants it to go, the philosophy of the state is, kids, try out everything. Try out LGBT things are okay. Try this, no judgment. Try it out, see what fits you. And they put a lot of philosophy in there. That's very uh, dangerous. If we think that a kid goes in and then doesn't get new ideas from this curriculum, I think we're thinking wrong on that. Um, Basically, I want to say this. I think for most kids, I would love to see a guy teacher teaching the boys the basics of the sex ed, and a woman teaching the girls. It's hard as a parent too sometimes to teach your own on things, right? I know that, I've had that experience, but I have trusted coaches, or maybe somebody at church, or hear someone that kid trusts, to give them more information if they need it. But I would say this: this curriculum, it just does, it teaches too much for the ordinary person. The other thing to think about is this: to opt out, it's tough when you're in middle school. Say as a kid, to opt out of anything. You don't want to be pulled out of the herd, like the main class you're pulled out. You don't want to be used as an exception or something, and then kids get embarrassed. So we're going to find ways to, I would say, teach the minimum. If someone wants to learn more, that's one thing. But here's the one that works. All of this, a lot of information is proven not to be successful. What is successful is, yeah, them knowing the basics of sex, but good old fashioned, hang on one second, forgot the word. Good old fashioned abstinence and abstinence. And here's the thing: shoot for the higher goal. We're not always getting it. There's got to be forgiveness. Not everybody does things perfect. There'll still be pregnancies and things, but shoot for something like, this is from me, when marriage, and then there's fun and games and sex and all that. And that can be attained. It really can. And hang out with a group that I agrees with your philosophies, right? But shoot for that. Not for, well, since you're going to do it anyhow, here's a way to be safe. That's basically proven very ineffective. When I taught in Norwalk, they had abstinence program. And it was statistically better off than just teaching them everything and letting them go. I hope that helps a little bit. Feel free to contact me. I've had a lot of experience in teaching and what kids think. And I appreciate this debate. Parents, let's be open. And the bottom line is, let's take control of this and not let the state tell us what to do, and then we take it as if we have to take it. You guys have a great evening.